Hello, you're listening to Boss Lady Financials, a podcast where we discuss money matters important to the solo entrepreneur. I'm your host, Dawn Mabery Chestnut. Please know that all information shared in this podcast is for general education purposes only and not intended to be personal financial advice. In this episode, we're going to do something a little different. I was recently interviewed by the Black Entrepreneurs Network. Their founder, Tia Robertson, interviewed me on what it's like to work with a financial advisor. So in this episode, I'm just sharing some snippets from that interview. If you'd like to see the full 30-minute interview, the link for it is in the show notes. I hope you find the information helpful.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase. Is there a difference, right? Or is it more like people just want to kind of have their own title to make them seem like they're different?
Well, I think there certainly is a difference. A financial planner versus a financial advisor. So typically, a financial planner is someone who focuses on your comprehensive financial life. So looking at everything from your financial goals, your income, your expenses, every different financial aspect, retirement, different types of insurance, your estate planning needs. They're looking at you and your family and your business comprehensively, to make sure they have a good picture of your finances, so that the recommendations that they provide make sense according to your entire picture and how all of those things are interconnected. That's typically a financial planner. Now, when you talk about a financial advisor, that typically in the industry is focusing on someone who may only work with you on your investments. So if you have a brokerage account and you have that discretionary income that you're using in the market to invest either for retirement or other types of financial goals, or you're just, speculating in the market and that sort of thing, typically a financial advisor is someone who solely focuses on investments. They're not looking at your comprehensive picture, just your investments.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. That is actually very helpful. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
So I know I did an overall of your bio when I introduced you, but can you tell us a little bit more about, Mabery Consulting? What do you do? Who do you work with? How do you help them?
Okay. So my business now, I focus on working with individuals on the financial planning side and also the financial advising side. So I take on clients who are interested in just having someone work with them on their investments or looking at their comprehensive financial lives, and putting together recommendations that make sense. So the typical person that comes to me, they might be a small business owner. They might Their business may just have them as an employee, or they might have one or two other employees, and they may need help with, okay, maybe they started their business when they were just one person, and now they have an employee, and they may have had a SEP IRA, for example, just for themselves when they started their business, but now they have an employee and they want to provide retirement benefits for their employee as well. So I help them bring that additional employee onto the company SEP IRA retirement account. But it really ranges. It ranges from, any aspect of whatever financial thing that someone needs help with. It really ranges.
So do you ever have anyone come to you for things like health insurance, or no, it has to be financial?
Oh, no, that's part of it. When I say insurance, covering all different types of insurance. So let me list out the insurance. So it's health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, car insurance. If someone is working with you as a financial planner and you have their comprehensive package of services and they're looking at your entire financial picture, they're looking at all of those types of insurances. And specific to your question relating to healthcare insurance, so I might have a couple that might come to me, and both of their employers might offer different health plans, and they might not understand how to go through and compare, okay, which of these plans makes sense for, me and my family. Is it my husband's? Is it the wife's plan? So that's one of the things in terms of health insurance I look and I can help clients with.
Okay, that's great to know. And then I know recently, I'd mentioned you when I was talking about entrepreneurs that people should know to help them grow their finances and their business. And we talked about things that you do, and that's I just want to kind of clarify. I'd mentioned you kind of help people maybe with managing their debt and how to actually save their money so that they can do things like buy a house. Just to clarify, those are services that you also offer.
Yep. So looking at your debt, looking at your finances in a comprehensive way, definitely includes looking at your debt, because there's not very much savings gonna happen if you've got a lot of debt lined up. So one of the
Absolutely.
things that you definitely need to tackle first when you're working with someone who's helping you to manage your money, that's definitely something they're going to be wanting to know about, is definitely what kinds of debt, how much debt, and so forth, to make
Gotcha.
sure that, okay, maybe we're first knocking out some of this debt, or having some combo of knocking out debt and putting a little towards savings at the same time.
Okay, that makes sense. So for someone that's watching this show and they're like, I want to contact Dawn, I want to discuss, her services, how she could help me. Do they need to have like certain documents prepared or certain things lined up in their life? A lot of people, especially in our communities, feel like we have to have our ducks in a row first, right?
Mhm.
Um, or can they just come to you and say, hey, I'm Tia, here I am. Let's just start from square one. What's the best way to approach working with you or get ready to work with you?
Well, the best way is to just get started. So I was laughing as you were laying out, that example, because it always reminds me of, if you hire a house cleaner, but you clean up a little before they
Downstairs.
come, and you don't want them to see how really dirty your house is. I liken it to that same thing. So the best way to get started with working with a financial planner is to just get started, because guess what? If you were able to go ahead and get every all your ducks in a row, you probably would have done it, and you don't probably need the financial planner. So just get started. We don't care about the dirty clothes laying around. Like, we understand that's why you come to us, because there are some things you might not even know how much debt you have. There are just some things you do not have a firm handle on, and that's why you are seeking our counsel. So you do not need to prepare. In I'm speaking about me personally as a financial planner. You don't need to prepare to come and work with me. There's also something else I want to touch on. A lot of financial firms, financial planning firms, and advisement firms will say that you need to have to invest a certain amount with them in order to begin working with them. I do not have that as a stipulation. Thank you for listening. I hope you found this information useful. Please remember to follow us so that you don't miss future episodes. For more information, visit my website at www.maberyconsulting.com. Until next time, this is Dawn Mabery Chestnut signing off.